Okay, holistic travel guy here. We finally made it up that huge mountain that was an endless amount of steps. It looks like we went up about 4 or 5 sets of steps, and we made it up to this mountain overlooking the entire city of Madrid. It's really a beautiful, special spot. The grass is still green even in the middle of November, and there's still leaves on all these trees. Winter and even fall has not fully arrived here, even though some trees have already turned. Most of them are still green and the grass is still lush. So we made it to the Egyptian temple, which is straight ahead of us, where all these folks are standing. I'm not sure why they're in line. I thought the site was free. Maybe they're on a tour group or something like that. Okay, here's the sign for the Templo de Debod. In Espanol, Temple de Debod. Here's the hours, the days it's open, and all in English as well. Last entrance 15 minutes before closing, and it is free admission, as you can see on the sign. The capacity inside is limited to 30 visitors. Maximum visit time is 30 minutes. So that's what the line is for. It is not allowed to visit the inside of the temple in a group. You have to go individually. So that's what we're doing in this line, and we're gonna probably wait in the line so we can see the inside of the temple. The line is not too long because it's cold up here in November. It's about 20 people in line. So let's take a look around first, and then we'll get in line and we'll see you inside the temple if they allow photography or video in this area. And there's the guard that is telling people when they can pass and when they cannot pass. That's the main temple itself. So hopefully we'll see you in there in a few minutes. Okay, holistic travel guy here on top of the park containing the Egyptian temple with a voracious wind of about 40 miles an hour overlooking the western section of Madrid. Can tell it's the western because the sun is setting. It's mid-afternoon around 3 o'clock. The sun will be down in about 3 hours, around 6. And so that is west overlooking the city. Off in this direction is the Royal Palace, and that cathedral steeple is over there as well. And this is a very eclectic park. A lot of locals come here to jog and walk. The stones of this temple were dismantled from somewhere in Egypt, and they were transported here to Madrid, Spain, and reassembled here on this grounds of this beautiful park overlooking the city of Madrid. Not sure much about the history of these stones or why they were moved here, but they did an excellent job of reconstructing an authentic Egyptian temple here in the very Christian country of Spain. So we're heading back to the hotel now. We're going to go to the other end of this park and see if we can find an exit in the direction of our hotel. We didn't come in from this area, but we're exiting from this area. And we'll find out how to get back down onto the streets because we are about 500 feet, maybe more, above the city right now. So here's the back side of the temple, and here's the line to get in. We decided not to wait in the line because it doesn't move very fast. Even though it's a relatively short line, They only allow a limited number of people to go in at a time. I believe the number is 30 people total that can go in at any given time, and you can stay for 30 minutes. So as you see people exiting now, about 4 people are exiting. It'll still be a while before they let some people in. So we're not going to go in. Now here is a security guard blowing his whistle, and it's because these gentlemen have entered from the wrong direction, and now they're turning around and he's making them exit. No one is allowed to go into this courtyard, which is apparently sacred ground, and you have to wait until you go through the temple, and then you're allowed to come out into the upper section of this courtyard. And then the security guard will explain to you some of the history of these stones and some other information. But yeah, no one is allowed to walk in here on the lower section of this courtyard. All right, so that's it of the Egyptian temple. We are on our way back to the hotel, and then Vega restaurant for lunch, a very late lunch. And then we'll see you back on the streets of Madrid in a few minutes, as soon as we find our stairway down, which might be right there in front of us. We'll see in a few minutes. See you down there.